Yeah.
No interest needed. We have a majority. Yeah, we could approve February minutes. Make a motion to approve February minutes.
I second that. Is that right?
Wow.
Sorry.
Okay. Review of action items from last month. Let's see.
Okay. You got one here.
All right, cool.
And I'm sure you did it. You're on top of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now check with Rotary on water and pizza.
Yes, there we go.
Great.
And if I may, Brad of the lumber, Myers, he said if you guys want, you can dump the trash in his dumpster at the lumber yard. But he wants to get with one of you guys to show where the dumpster is, so it's
Okay.
put in the correct thing.
Okay.
So that, again, this is a very nice offer.
Yes, that's great. That's
So-
fantastic. Thanks so much for that. Which can you make a big note? We make sure that when I do the acknowledgements that I mention Brad and of his business.
Yes.
Take
Yeah.
a picture
And-
in
and
Facebook
again,
by the dumpster.
he
Yeah.
won't be there for cleanup
That's fine,
day
yeah.
because he'll be out of town. So
So-
hopefully,
We should have Jason, we should have you or Ashton reach out directly to him to know
Yes.
about that. That would be great. That's super exciting.
that way you don't have to haul it far.
Yeah.
Don't have to pay
that
for it
saves
at the
actually
dump
quite
either.
a bit for us.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. That's super helpful.
Yeah, and it saves the fee. So
Yeah. That's great. Perfect. I love that. That's awesome.
Do you have a number?
I do not,
I might.
You probably.
but if you don't, I can get it by the next meeting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, phone.
No,
You're
that's
asking
plenty of
for
time.
his
That's plenty of
phone
time.
number.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Thanks
I
for
have
doing
it.
Oh,
that, Kay.
Well, he
have
offered
it.
it
Thanks
at
for
Rotary.
receiving
I
it.
want to put it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very thinks a lot about the community. He's
He
a great guy.
does. And again, he's usually the guy that makes sure the pizza is ordered and he picks it up. I think he'll have Leisha or somebody
Right.
do it. But,
Right.
yeah,
Great.
because again, he mentioned he'll be out of town.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he is very good.
He cares about the community.
Yes, they both do.
Great. I'm going to share it with the great. Okay. Hey. Good. So,
Yep, pizza and water covered.
perfect. That's great. Go ahead. You want to say the next thing that we have to do?
Yep. No, I put a cookie in one.
You eating a cookie? This is prior.
TK to reach out to Sandy at Public Works.
Yes, I did finally hear back. I just think this is the transition and who's on whatever.
What base?
So I sent it to Sandy and Kale. I heard back. Again a week ago, ask again. Sandy said, I am under the direction of the city manager, Pacific Northwest, Public Works Director to coordinate the use of the pickers for your cleanup. Other than that, maybe Angela might be of help. And then Angela said, I can be help of the maps and flagging area needs attention. The city area manager would need to approve Public Works drop off and pickup. She also added Yvonne. Yvonne didn't answer, but Kai wrote, I got this email, would be happy to arrange what is needed for pickup day, but we'll need a list. And please provide a want list also. Sandy, would you please get a count on the pickers? And then earlier, Angela had texted me, they were looking for the pickers, and where were they? They thought we had them, and I sent a picture that I had sent to Heidi at the last cleanup, showing that I put them where she said to put them in the high school.
They need to pick up the pickup sticks.
And then she said, oh, I think they're probably still there. So hopefully the pickers did not get picked
We're gonna
up
buy some pickers.
elsewhere.
We're buying some
But
pickers, so we won't be
no,
out.
well, that doesn't replace their pickers.
Yeah.
We need both sets of pickers. So anyway, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, fine.
Hopefully they get located, and I think
just mentioned like
Yeah,
it's
on to the
ongoing.
yeah.
hopefully Kai
In
gets,
progress, in
yeah,
works, in the
hopefully
works.
I could get Kai what he needs. I think the list he meant of what we needed, but really what we needed is the pickers and someone to ideally drop them off and pick them up, because Heidi used to do that and it saves us Anyway,
Sound good?
ongoing, yep.
All right.
Yep.
What about messaging?
I did try very hard on that.
I understand. I see that. Kale?
Kale.
To make sure the 2 proposed locations for new
No,
finger
I
signs are
stopped
good.
doing that because of the conversation that you had with
Hmm.
the owner of that was
Okay.
about checking the 2 new locations.
Yeah, I already talked, but yeah,
But I
yeah.
stopped doing that step
Yeah,
because you
because
said
that's
your
fine.
thing, so
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Good.
Okay, we were maybe gonna take a walk for the businesses this month.
Yes, it did not happen.
I was out of town.
Luckily, John is really awesome, and
John did it?
John is doing it, did it. We'll be doing it. We'll talk about it in a step in a minute.
Okay. Maybe also we could wait for that update for the Sheridan High School about involvement in cleanup.
What?
Did you get a chance to talk?
Shoot, I forgot all about that.
Oh!
Check.
Okay.
Put
Well,
it, I have to do that. I need to. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Dean. I'll check with Dean. I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I didn't
I'll
do
just
that.
I'll push that one out. It's
Yep.
fine. And talking to the manager of the pharmacy, I think we'll be talking about that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And finalize details for hosting the chamber in March. That's something probably on the agenda.
It's
right?
on the agenda.
All right, I'm just going to take that off here. Just, Okay.
Okay. Is it mostly done?
Oh,
We're in
really?
progress.
That's great.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Okay, good. So, treasury report. I really think we need to move this until Ashton's back because I have the check.
That's fine. It'll be here.
The
later.
city check.
I have the check from the city.
Great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
let's just
nice.
wait. Okay.
So let's just put that off when he gets back. Just make sure we don't forget because I have multiple things that we need to talk about on that. And then the grants. Okay, so the idea is I'll print out. Do you think 15 copies is enough?
And that's probably more than enough. I would just do 10.
10, and I'm gonna also link. I'll put a link on the top to
Yeah.
the website one.
Okay, good. Yeah.
This is
So
copies of the grant.
that gives them the option.
The application. So since we have
How many pages is it? Just wondering if it's just easier to print out. Like, it'd be a disaster to run one short. Now you're like spending half an hour going to find a printer and bring it back.
I mean, if there's, yeah.
I'll just print out 15.
Yeah,
just
just
to be
print
safe.
out 15. Just
I'll
be
do
safe.
15, and I'll do front to back.
It costs 10 extra cents, like, you know.
Yeah.
I understand. I was going to say if there was no date on it, we're going to do it again. You could print out a bunch of them, but
Yeah.
that
So-
doesn't work either.
Yeah, I'll print out 15,
That's fine.
and I'll just tell me when you can grab them, and I'll like bring them out.
Okay.
Or whatever. And the idea would be that you would walk by and talk to the managers.
Well, yeah, I'll try, or I'll get it to somebody. Like I know the manager of the grocery store,
Okay.
the owner of the pizza place is only there on Thursday, so it would be you have to wait. I mean, I happen to, and the manager of the sandwich place is usually there. The grocery store, Benny Hugh is not Benny Hugh is the what's the other place? The
Frog.
Green Frog.
Green Frog.
And the pharmacy I already talked to. And the manager of the gas station, I sort of know him. I don't know if he's there all the time, but
Great.
Which gas station?
the
only
market,
gas station.
American
Right there?
market.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Oh, I want to talk to you about that. I gotta text him.
Anyway, so
I have some
good,
feedback
great.
for him.
I think it would be
Once
great.
it's good feedback.
It's dumb.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, TK.
I think it would be great if we could get that done next week because we want to make sure that the application gets turned in. And you could say, here's what it looks like, but it would be simpler to just fill it out online and with the link because then it'll just be submitted virtually. They don't have to worry
Yeah.
about delivering it. But you could also say, if you want to give it back to you at
Do you want me to
the,
give you a QR code that they can put
Monday or Tuesday. I can do them on Monday and Tuesday and get it done.
oh, yeah, or you can just generate one. Print one out so that you can have it. You can just say, oh, you want to just fill it out online.
oh, that's a good idea.
Or we can put it on the top of the thing.
You can
Yeah.
make QR codes.
Huh?
You can make QR codes.
Both
Yeah,
of us
you,
can.
yeah. It's
Oh,
free.
you just order it on.
Easy.
You can get it online or something.
There's just like a billion free sites. You
Yeah,
just
it's free.
put in the
Okay.
link.
So we'll
Yeah,
put
that-
it there so that you can, if they want
Yeah,
to do it online, they
yeah.
can just scan it.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
I'll do that. I'll put that on the top of that. That's a good idea. Okay, so that's the plan. And the thing is, we've got 3 I just want to talk to you guys about any questions we need to ask, because I think I need to email these guys sooner rather than later to get these clarified, because we're gonna have very little time. Like, it's the 31st, and then we say that this needs to be turned in, we're gonna announce it at the next meeting, which is like 3 days later.
We might need to have a Zoom or
We're
something.
we're gonna have to have a Zoom, but I was just thinking, there's some questions that we're gonna have.
Sure.
So that's why I'm nudging if we
Okay.
can get it turned in earlier too. So the other one is Hurricane Coffee. And the main question that I had is, does she own the property? I don't think she owns the property. Does it matter? Do we care?
A lot of people don't own their property.
Okay. But does it matter? Do we care in any way? Because it doesn't matter. I think it's within the business downtown area. Doing the things that she's saying would be great. My only concern is, does it matter that, I don't know what's the plan for that property. I know there was discussion of city doing something with it. Is that gone away? Seems like it's probably a far distance anyway.
Specifically, she's talking about bringing, like, one thing is getting rock-filled potholes, definitely is needed.
Yeah.
And then, like, flower beds and
And a
things
flagpole and all that. All seems like really great stuff. It all seems really great stuff. It's in the downtown core. I'm just posing the question, do we care that it might go away in a few years? Is that a significant thought?
For $1,000, I don't
No.
think it's worth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because also, like, people might paint, they might have to paint it.
Paint
They might use it to
yeah.
paint a building or light
Yeah.
a building that they don't own,
Okay.
but. That's
And the
something-
other one is this one, the DMC equities. I have no idea what that is. And I couldn't tell by what she was saying. She said service-based. Repair window coverings. Maybe we should just look at the address. 226 South Bridge Street. Let's just look at that. That would might help.
DMC equities. DMC?
DMC equities. I'm gonna look it up on the map.
What's the address?
226 South Bridge Street.
226.
Oh, it's
That's, like, right here.
It's the exercise. It's the place right there.
Oh. It is
The
the building
fitness-
that has.
the fitness thing, right?
What's the name? Oh.
Christy Smith. Replace window coverings with opaque film and updated text. Update paint on wood.
They probably own the building. Equities
Recruiting
probably
doors.
owns.
So source and install an exterior sign on the building front. Pressure wash and reface entire facade. This facade improvement will go a long way. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
That one.
Yep.
Okay, good. So that's definitely in the downtown area. I think the main thing that I would need to query with her. So I think we don't need any. I don't think we don't have any questions on this one, right?
No.
This one, the question that I would have is, because they're talking about the building needs around 10,000. Okay, so I just want to make sure that they understand that this portion, whatever portion they're saying that they need to do, needs to be done. Because this is only going to be a chunk of what they need to do. So they need to. I'm going to ask what portion of what you're talking about will be done by. When did we say October?
Yeah, I think it was
So
6 months
I
or
just
something.
need to I just need to make a note. What will be done?
I can tell you what the food bank one is if you want to hear it.
Yeah.
So basically, with the food bank, they want to power wash all the sidewalk, and I believe into the where we store everything.
The bay.
The warehouse?
Yeah. And then because the building is in bad, the outside of the building is in bad shape.
Yeah.
So what they would do is also the wood trim around the windows on the front door, and on the side, they would strip all that and repaint it.
Okay.
And it probably, I don't know what color it's going to go. It probably would match the other building. It probably would be a brown. So that's what they were thinking about doing.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Good. I so I don't know that we have any questions about that. I just wanna make sure that I
Yeah.
ask these questions with enough time, and then as they come in, I'll send them to you guys and just say, hey, I'm gonna ask these questions to make sure that by the time we have our final like board Zoom meeting to decide who's the winner of it, we don't have to like go back and forth a bunch.
Sure, I think that's a good idea.
I have a question now.
Yeah.
Do churches qualify?
Huh?
Do churches qualify?
Yeah, we didn't make any designation of saying
Just
that it
because
was.
it's kind of like a business kind of thing. So.
I think we just said business organization
Okay.
downtown. I think the main thing is downtown core. I know that we discussed it could potentially be outside of it, but my thought is if we have a good application for a downtown core, we want to try to have the first one at least be downtown core since it's.
I can take one to American Legion too.
Okay, great, yeah.
I think
Yeah.
the
I don't
the
think
pharmacy
there's-
They passed.
they thought, so they thought that someone else should use it, not them.
Oh,
Great.
that's nice of them.
Yeah.
Great, that's very nice of
So
them.
we mean by downtown, I mean like like the first two blocks, North Bridge, first two blocks, South Bridge, and west and east.
We're being loose about that.
Yeah, it was intentionally loose, like trying to be downtown. The problem was like, let's say there was only one or two applications, they weren't right downtown, and it's like, well, that's kind of silly, then we can't spend money at all.
Yeah.
So it was definitely favoring closer
Downtown
to
core.
like Bridge Street, but downtown core, this area in here. Yeah, where there's more walking traffic, but
Less residential,
if
but.
for some reason we didn't have any good applications there, then sure, just.
Or maybe the first couple we focus on the downtown,
Yeah.
but like next year we entertain the idea of,
But they can always apply anything.
they could always,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then maybe if we have something available, like maybe we get a donation in the next year or so, we can, and they're
Okay.
like, I specifically wanna go towards this kind of concept. and
Or if
then
the
we already-
beer garden goes really well.
Yeah, we do 3. Good. Okay, good stuff. So I think that's a good plan. We're leaning very heavily on John, which I wish we could get ourselves out, maybe. I mean, I could take an afternoon. I think let's make a note to bring it up when Ashton's here, because if we could all pull ourselves away for like a couple of hours and just walk down.
I'm more kind of like,
You're in the,
just, here you go, and,
yeah.
a little,
you are
but
okay
there's some
with
good
that.
communication,
Yeah.
like I
I
talked.
have been promoting on social.
I saw
and
that.
we'll do
I saw
more,
that
and I'll
on-
send-
I just think some people, if they're not social media
Yeah.
people, that's all.
Yeah.
They're
yeah.
hard copy
I
or whatever you want to call it.
Okay, good. Let's go with that plan. How about we reconnect?
Number 5.
If like in a week or two we don't get any more, then we might need to come up with another plan to.
Okay, sure.
I think it would be really great to have like at least five to choose
Yeah.
from. That would be good.
Are you on number 5?
Yeah.
Yes.
Downtown.
Would you please repeat that a little bit for me? I had to deliver.
Oh,
some
the
packages
quick-
to my mother.
Yeah, go ahead.
The quickie version.
The quickie version.
Do you have an application that I could take?
Yes, of course.
Okay, there.
But we can also send you the online thing. Do you want it online or do you want it on paper?
I do it on paper.
I don't
Okay.
have it on.
We don't have it on paper right now, but,
Can you-
but
can-
we're gonna get one.
Well, can I fill it up fairly simple online?
It's very simple.
Very.
So you want to send it to me then, please, and thank you.
Yes.
Do you have my address? Yeah, you do because.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll
make a note
we'll get it to you.
I will try
Great.
We will get it to
to
you.
become 2025 computer literate.
Very easy.
Don't count on it too much.
Anyway, yeah, the only real clarification we had was just asking a little bit about like where, definitely downtown core ideally, but if there weren't good applications down here, we would go a little further, and then that we did agree, even if it's a piece like an upgrade to something that the business doesn't own, if it's like right in the immediate area. So, for instance, there was a question about potholes next to the Hurricane Coffee. It would be valid to potentially fill that just because it's so important to business. So, yeah, that's all. So,
Very good.
Good stuff. Okay. Anything else on that before we move on? Okay. We've got the hosting the chamber breakfast, which is March 21st. I don't know. Did they send me like what we're supposed to do on that? It's entirely possible that he did, and I just didn't. Oh wait, I think he texted me.
Here,
Yes,
right?
that is here. I think Matt, he said, don't forget you will be presenting for chamber the 21st. Make sure to talk to the bulletin. It's okay. It's on the blah, 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 blah. And then, yes, okay. Is there a hosting, what do you call it?
Right up.
Checklist.
Checklist, there you go.
On how we should be doing.
Who's gonna do the trivia?
Who's gonna do what?
Who's gonna figure up the trivia questions, right?
Marianne usually does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she did. It's not associated with the group.
Oh, I
That
see.
is-
It's independent.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
What-
you could come up with some. I think that would be, might even give her a break.
Sure. If
No,
you-
I don't want to do it. I'm just trying to figure out
What
the
I
steps of
recall
what needs to
is
be done.
The group is responsible for like
Oh, here we go.
a light breakfast.
Yeah. She said, okay, so the chamber runs the ad and the business sponsoring pays them. The ad is 104. So we would have to cut a check to the chamber for 104. So that's something we have to do today is 104 to the chamber for bulletin ad.
Okay.
Okay, hopefully Ashley brings all of the checky things.
Sure.
Okay. I don't know that he sent me a full thing unless he just told me verbally, but okay.
You could just email Matt back.
I texted
He's
him.
kind
Yeah.
of the.
I just texted him. Okay, so I know that we're supposed to bring some kind of breakfasty thing.
Yeah, it's like
You can bring like fruit, cut up fruit. Usually there's a little pastry or bagel things,
right.
and coffee. I don't know if the
John does it or not. I don't
yeah,
know.
we need to ask if the museum
Yeah.
is helping with
Yeah.
that.
How
I
many people
don't.
usually show up?
I don't know,
Yeah,
10,
the
12
table
people.
could be full.
Yeah, maybe 10 or
Table
12.
Could be full.
So like 15. Like maybe
And
20.
usually the museum has coffee and or tea and like probably this.
So we just need to do the food.
And I've seen people do anything as simple as donut holes to, if I lived in Mac, you know, the little things where they got a little bit of fruit, and, you know what I mean? It doesn't have, and then of course there's some people who are exotic, and I'm always excited because I never have breakfast when they get down there. I'm grateful.
He says, not really. You will have 15 minutes at the end to talk about whatever you like. You have 2 prizes usually to give for trivia, so we need 2 prizes.
Yeah, anything that says revitalization.
You have 2, okay.
Swag.
Oh yeah, they usually give something that,
And some people do fruit or snacks for the dinner, not dinner, breakfast.
Yeah.
Breakfast.
Sheridan swag.
Some
That
just
would
do
be
donuts. The
Sheridan swag.
mercantile does whole breakfast. Just depends.
yeah, as a matter of fact, tomorrow it is at the
When
mercantile.
should
Yummy.
we
Oh,
be
breakfast
here
for you.
I mean, like
to
biscuits and gravy,
Oh.
buddy.
Oh.
I'll see. Why don't you go to it tomorrow? You can be my guest. And then not only can you hear kind of what goes on, but you can, well, she does it, she has, I don't know, she probably, you know, she doesn't have to do anything, but she has before. And then see kind of what goes on in her presentation. That way you'd be kind of aware, and you can be my guest. Not that you need to, happiness, your whatever.
Starts at 8.
Yeah, that's the part that I.
Does anyone
I'm
need to
right
go
now.
into
I
Mac
would
the
love
night
to.
before? We all have to be
It's
there.
like 2 weeks in a day.
Yeah, we all have to be there. We all have to be
Theoretically,
there.
I would love to. Not gonna go. I'm
We all have
so
to be on
slammed
this
right now.
one. We all have to be here on this one.
See, that's my calendar.
Oh,
I have pretty colors too.
Usually
yeah,
starts.
and I use highlighters on mine, because I use mine on paper.
Okay, so this is, our date is on April
21st.
4th,
Oh, no.
No, March
21st.
March 21st. Sorry, you're right.
Yeah.
Is that a Monday
Because
or
it says
Friday?
It's a Friday.
It's a Friday.
Oh, it does, well, look at that.
It's in 2
Yep.
Fridays from tomorrow.
Yep.
So it's,
Thank goodness for that. Thank you.
oh, it is, so it's the third Friday, isn't it the first and the third Fridays? of the month?
You're right.
Yeah, I believe that's correct. Why, yes.
So if you figure out what you want, if you guys, I mean, I could, well, wait a minute, I have to go.
For projector, okay, I can always go out the night before. Okay, maybe 10 minutes early, does it start?
8.
Okay,
That's the
okay,
tough part.
so
Mhm.
maybe like
I'll look at the
7:45 AM. I don't think we need projector.
No.
Okay, so Marilyn usually is all ready for you and has coffee ready. So I was there at 10 minutes early and still felt late, but it was fine if you need. So I think we should just plan on everyone, all the board guys that are helping, be there at 7:45 a.m. I can get, so this is the 25th, so that means on Thursday the 20th. Go into, oh shoot.
Alright, we'll figure out the details later. Let's keep
Are
going.
you going to be in, I might need a ride.
You need a ride, what?
I might have a car that day.
We'll figure it out.
You might
Okay.
not
Okay.
have a car that day.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay, so we need to just have the pastries, bagels, don't have to worry about drinks. We get there at 7:45. We need to come up with 2 prizes, and the prizes should be like what kind of things?
Do you have anything that says Sheridan Revitalization, any swag, any pens?
What would Sheridan swag be?
Well,
That'd be a good survey question.
Yeah.
Sheridan Revitalization
yes,
on the pens.
pens.
No, but like maybe we could
Too
get.
late for that. Too late for that.
You got a Sheridan Revitalization.
Maybe we'll just get some
Yeah.
Pacific Northwest
There you go.
gifts.
Yeah. It only has to be 2.
Okay, great. Well, so we'll do that.
Cheese
then
and
we'll do-
crackers.
so something that I need to go get it the day before, get the pastries and whatnot. So I can just bring it. And that should be for about 15 people. Good. Got anything else we need to talk about on that?
No.
Okay. We just need to all be there. So that everyone, all
So you're gonna get the breakfast stuff?
I'll figure out the breakfast stuff. So we just need to make sure that all the board members are there. And what we're going to talk about, who's talking?
You are.
Ashton's not here. He's talking.
Yes!
Yeah. that's
Ashton
good.
put together the
Voluntold.
talk.
Yes, Ashton put together a talk.
She can put together a video show too, you know.
We
And
should tell him
dance.
if we want. Yeah,
Wow.
he can do a whole pantomime.
And a song.
It'd be great. But we could all answer questions. But Oh, and what I was thinking is we can bring a bunch of printouts so make that of the application.
Yeah.
So anybody
Oh,
would
that's right.
take it, and we can. That's why we wanted to schedule it then, so we'd have a week or 2 before the deadline, so that people can help them out. Yeah,
Why don't you make a flyer for your cleanup day too, so that you can hand them out to the other
I
people?
do have a
Kind
flyer.
of urge them
I
to
should bring
be.
that. Just make a note. Bring the flyers. I do have flyers. I gotta just pick it up.
Chamber's all big about, community and helping, and isn't that what everybody does on the cleanup day? That's what I do.
Yes, it'd be really great to do that.
And that'd be a good time to also solicit if you wanted people to start, coming and joining. So
Yeah, that is
we're-
definitely what we are. The number one hands down thing we need at least 1 or 2 more
member
board
drive.
members. We need a treasurer, and we need more members, because we could do so much more if we could be like, hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do that? But right now it's kind of a small group of hey.
Well, let me tell you, Joseph, I wish your camera wasn't on, but,
Easy there.
Right.
Easy there, Lucy.
I know, well, only because, I would join, except that I have to belong to other groups, and I get
That's
tired, and then, so if I volunteer to help you, you're happy, but if I was a group member, you'd say, well, you gotta go do that, and I'd say, I'm too tired. So, but you know
That's
what I mean,
fine.
but I could go up and get the.
I'm not complaining that you are not doing things. You are
I mean,
obviously
I would
involved in a
even
lot.
consider-
Everyone is involved in a lot here. I think we just need to be leaning on or making us more known to people that are moving in town or people that are here that feel like, hey, I want to do something to help. This is a very easy group to be a part of. You're
And
not
I
going to be
do do
asked to
that
do a
for
whole
you.
lot. And you can say, yes, you do, definitely. You could say, I have 20 minutes a month that I can do. What do you want me to do? I'll be like, great. Here's a few things that you can do for us.
Now, isn't that a good thing for you to say when you speak at that meeting? You don't
When
have
Ashton
to.
speaks, absolutely.
When,
that's a
yes,
great
was
thing
that the way
for
we're gonna
Ashton
harness
to
that? You might wanna write some notes down for him.
Yeah.
That, You know, maybe you don't have to be at every meeting, just say, you know, if there's something.
No, we put the notes out usually. They can ask questions. It's really easy to reach me at least.
Well, you know, at least business people, they have a little bit more authority than just the normal guy, the neighbor walking down the street. They're a little bit shyer. Because if you're a business person, you have to just make yourself feel a little bit more aggressive if you want to survive in this world. But the other people, like one of
It's a
the
wild
ladies from
world.
church came here, and I was glad that she showed up, but she was a little bit timid. But I could always talk to her again. And if you want me to, I try to make maybe a trip a week or two because I bank at US and Mac. And I could try to plan one of my trips Thursday night if you want, if you don't have a car. But see, I'm not quote a member, so I could just buy it and then give you the receipt and you can pay me back.
Yeah, I think I have a car on Thursday. I just gotta figure out. My husband will have my
We'll
car.
figure out that.
Yeah, I think I might be able to get down. I just might not be able to get back. But we'll figure it out.
One more.
I'm just telling you, I do it because I gotta go to the bank anyway and do some banking.
Okay,
I try to do it once a week.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
I would just try to plan
Meeting
it on
starts
the
at
day.
8:15.
Yeah, they
Wait,
mumble jumble.
But there's a greeting session.
Yes.
Oh, 8 for 8. Okay, yes. So we definitely need to get by 7:45. I would not want to get any later.
Okay.
Okay, good. Great. Let's move on to cleanup. I finally heard back from the high school. We're all set. We're all set to go on using the high school, using the parking lot. They'll have the doors open for the bathrooms for us. What else? Oh, I got it submitted with Solve. I also submitted a $100 grant application with Solve, which they approved. So that's also what we need to talk to Ashton about, is trying to fix. So I have the $500 check. We need to deposit that, and I wanted to see if Ashton can take that and take the $100 reimbursement grant and buy $600 worth of pickers. And just buy it all at once, and then the receipt can be submitted to
Amazon.
Receipt.
You can do it, Jason.
The
Amazon,
receipt-
come on.
The receipt we can get
Yes,
a.
reimbursed.
I mean, what we could do is write a check. I guess we have to do it after the receipt gets done.
Yeah, we'll just.
Yeah, but it's fine. But if he could do that again, that'd be great. And then he could keep the bakers and just bring them at the trash time. And that way the full 600 can go towards pickers. That would be ideal. Yeah.
And so, who supplies the gloves? Is that the
That's
city?
us.
Solid, right?
That's all.
Oh, okay, so we got gloves, we got the pickers.
The bags.
The bags, I
bags.
ordered a new thing of bags.
Okay.
The main thing that I also was gonna ask, I need to ask, can you add this down? Ask Kai if the city has vests. Because
Okay.
we are running
Vests,
low on
yes.
vests, and I thought Solve had vests. Solve does not have vests, so if we could, I think some of them, we've used them past the point of them really
Okay.
being usable, so if the city has them, if not, then we might have to add that to the grants, like the Solve grant, and just buy more.
Will we have, what was it, the sharp thing, if we see something sharp, or,
The
I
content.
have some of those. I haven't brought them recently.
Okay.
I have some of those. I think we just, because none of us are like officially trained,
and,
I
yes,
didn't want to say.
okay, gotcha.
No, we used to have one of our members was a retired cop.
I guess that's a question for Angela, maybe she would, based on her, I assume she would have some kind of training, at least on needles and things like that, sharpening.
Yeah, I just haven't brought it up because I wouldn't want to tell
Right.
anyone to pick it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if some individual citizens would want to take it upon themselves to get themselves trained as to how to do it, I do have those things, and I could bring them because I ordered them from Solve a while ago. Okay.
Do we want
thank
to
you.
remind someone to bring stuff for weeding? Because last
Yeah.
year we did the weeding in front of the.
So one of the things I wanted to also, if you could add this, ask. So the city, meaning, I forgot which one it was going to do it. Maybe it was Sandy. I'll have to read my email. was going to give the hot list or the highlight list of where we
Oh,
should be
That's
focusing
the other
on.
thing I was wondering about too. yeah.
And so I need to get that from her, but and the map. She said she'd do the maps, but I also wanted to make sure that we knew what areas, if we did the weeding stuff, what areas we were gonna focus on. And so maybe as you're walking around,
I think Main
John.
Street would be the
if there's any particularly
On
like
both
last time
sides.
we focused in front of those two buildings because they were going up for sale, is there any other locations that should be focused on? And then we could take, if we get a nice group of kids or whatever, they could go do, or a group of adults, they could go do that. Where did we get was those Ashton's or yours?
I think someone brought those.
Yeah, I might have brought some.
Probably Ashton.
Okay.
I think
Weeding, some kind of weeding tools. I forget what
It's
it
a
is.
shame
I
the
remember, I might have
post
brought it.
office doesn't allow us to put a mural on its side of its building, cause I think about it, the Sheridan postcard thing, like
That would be
mine,
cute.
that
Yeah.
might be cute right there. But anyway, sorry.
Okay, so now we have the cleanup plan, the trash dump plan, which is great. So all the volunteers for setup, which would be the board members, is anyone else able to come up a little bit early?
When is it?
Starts at 10, so 9:30. You have to be there.
When? Where? When? What month?
What year?
April
April.
Birthday?
Fools.
We've got time.
No.
April 26th.
6th.
April 26th. Saturday, April 26th.
Better put that on my calendar.
April 26th.
Will you need the table again, and my little brown table, or just?
Yeah, if that's
Sure,
work. Yeah, April
sure.
26th. If anyone can get
Okay.
there a half an hour early to
Ooh.
set up, 9:30.
I have
Oh,
bark.
okay, it's from
I have
10
bark
to 12.
dust that day with
Yes.
the Willamina Chamber. I don't know if I can make it.
Be there at 9:30.
Trader.
John,
Yes,
what's up with that?
It's their biggest fundraiser of the year.
Why'd they schedule it on our cleanup day?
And we have bingo. I have bingo night for the 4th of July committee that night too.
Oh, I can't miss that.
No way. Since I'm the fundraiser, I can't miss it. So, well, I'll have to see about that. Sorry about that.
Okay. So
Maybe I can get out of the bark dust
Great.
part of it.
Okay,
It's
great.
not because of Rotary.
And let me know if you need me, I can, it's just a Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, and then I just need to make sure I get all those things done, that the pickers get dropped off to us, we get the maps and all that stuff. I'll get the communication to Kai and those guys about it. And then, okay, anything else in the cleanup?
Oh, sorry, the
Oh, the
release
Rotary is
form. The release form that people sign and.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
I'll get those.
Yeah.
They actually gave me the option to have some of those just given to me. So I'll have a big stack and I don't have to worry about printing them out. So
Nice.
Yeah, so they're gonna give those to me when they drop off the stuff. And then
You should do a poker night. You do bingo. You should do a poker night. Fundraiser.
and then
You wanna run
we
it?
will have one
Huh?
other meeting to go over.
We'll talk
They're done
about
all
it
the time.
later.
Charity poker. No, they're done all the time. They make so much money.
Okay, good. We're done with the cleanup. What time is it?
Okay.
Ashton should be here now.
We can talk about it after the meeting. briefly.
Hometown Days fundraiser discussion. I think we need Ashton here for this. Also, Dorothea said if Ashton can't attend the March hometown meeting, I can go if he can't. So we'll just need to.
It's
mention that.
March 18th at 6 p.m., which is a Tuesday.
I was at the
6
last
PM,
one
you
too.
might not be able
You
to
can go
because
too,
of
yeah.
soccer.
I guess I could go. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna
I don't want to get on
say.
too many committees, but
Okay.
I know.
Days?
I don't think
oh yeah, Ashton might not be able to make it because of soccer, huh?
he can't. As on Tuesday nights.
Yes.
I think, yeah, Tuesday, Thursday.
Yeah, they go around the table and ask, like, what are you doing, or how are you planning, and all that kind of stuff. So
Great. So I'm telling her to be ready.
they're
to
pretty
make it.
organized. Matt's pretty organized.
Okay, so beyond that, I don't think there's anything else that we need to talk about because we still kind of baby stages on that. We will need to start doing probably in April. Maybe after the cleanup is done, then we'll start focusing on, that gives us enough time?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's in June.
I mean, we kind of know the drill. It's not that difficult.
Same place,
Got a
same
lot of
channel.
notes. Got a lot of notes from last year and we don't have anyone,
We need to hire less food, less outside food,
or less outside food.
and
Do we need more beer?
The Rotary
people?
wants to have the trailer in our bought, which
Well, let's
was
do
already
that
been
and
agreed.
not a bunch of outside food. There's so much outside food already.
What food do they do?
Nachos and hot dog. I can't.
Yeah.
Not.
Nachos.
It's not. It's
It's not what we're doing.
We might actually do pulled pork.
maybe pulled pork.
Yes, because that's what we did last year for
Pulled
Hometown
pork
Days.
and nachos. So that wouldn't
Yeah.
compete with hamburgers and
Hamburgers,
hot dogs.
et cetera, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So maybe that's all we need to have there.
And
Great,
that
I
wouldn't
don't worry
compete
about
with a smoke truck if there's like a barbecue vendor that comes out and they just pull pork and stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, because the thing is, like, we have that spot, and then right across the street is all the other food too. So, you know, we kind of, you know, cannibalize our own
Yeah.
income. It was nice to have other people in there, but there were a lot of other trucks already.
I think the big trucky truck, big one that
Yeah.
had like cheap food or cheap-ish food.
It actually wasn't cheap. It was just a large truck with the one that was next to us. It wasn't particularly cheap.
No,
Oh, over on the other side.
big one.
And I think the
over
goal was
under-
not
by
to
the
have the
festival?
same food
Right.
overlapping.
Yeah.
And again,
And is it
Rotary typically does the
By
whole.
us?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
is it
$15
your
for a burger and fries.
Kate?
$15, something like that. $18.
They sold
So-
the same
is it
thing
your
as us.
daughter or
So
granddaughter?
that's what I was gonna know with my daughter, but I was
Is
gonna
it?
say, if they were interested, because I asked her if she wanted to go down there this year, because she got a better feel of what people really kind of like.
Ours was-
And I don't think she had, I think she might have had pulled pork down there, because that's just something she does a lot. But did you want, because when I asked
Yes.
Emma if she wanted to go back down there again.
Oh, yeah.
So that
Oh,
included her.
that's
too?
already-
The one that was at the end?
The one
Yes.
that was right next to ours, we
Yeah.
absolutely want
Oh,
back.
yeah, there
Oh,
it is.
Yes.
okay,
Super great.
I thought you were saying you just wanted the
No.
hamburger and the nachos and.
No,
No,
that
just not
I
the
I
big
think we
truck.
already
That's
decided
all
that
right.
she
That
was.
one
Want
was
the
great.
small specialized
Yeah.
one.
But
We don't want the more commercialized one, which was not her.
Okay, and you know, I think she did pulled pork, I don't wanna step on anybody's.
She did do pulled pork.
So that's why, is that gonna bother somebody?
I think, yeah, because we're
If that's what,
yeah, Rotary,
maybe she can
sorry.
talk about
The menu.
can she email me about what, some menu ideas?
Well,
Because if she
yeah,
can
I
do
will,
different-
because I know that's what she's, I think she was telling me, I asked her last year what worked the best, and I remember her telling me, but that was a year ago.
Yeah.
And I said, would you be interested? And she goes, well, you know, she would be interested, but she just needed to get a better feel of everything. And so that's why I'm asking if that would bother, because I'm pretty sure she wouldn't do the same way.
Mhm.
And, you know,
She had some really cool stuff.
She had some really cool
It was
stuff,
really
yeah.
nice. Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff that we'd love to
Yeah.
develop more.
So, I will ask her tonight.
Yeah, she can start, like, if she can email me, we can just start going back and
Yes.
forth. We also need to figure out the electrical. Because that was an issue.
I think Matt can help with that, right?
Well,
Was it the plug-ins?
it was,
Oh,
it was kept on going off. Did that get sorted?
I don't know if we needed it.
Oh, was it your equipment or
No, it
the
was
source?
Something about a fuse.
something about the fuse, because
Okay.
it was all, we hadn't really thought about the fact that it's all coming from one spot.
I think the extension cords weren't, am I using the right word, powerful? There's a thin
Too much
cord,
resistance. Yeah.
there's a
If the
thin cord,
distance.
and
Yeah.
There's a chubby one that has more velocity. and I
Stuck.
think they had
Stuck
the thin
electric.
one.
Yeah, I think, again, if this is brought up, I think Matt said something, but my memory on
Can you make a
this
note
is.
for Ashton the next
Yeah,
meeting
bring
he
up,
attends?
during Hometown Days.
Yeah, to talk about
Because
the electrical.
it seemed
for
to
the-
me that you guys, Matt mentioned you weren't the only ones.
That had issues with.
Yes,
it,
in that area,
Also,
so.
we were thinking that we need to think with the placement of the food to be closer to where the electrical is sourced, so we don't have to run the cords clear
Well, that would
across
be
the.
a
That was, now yes, I believe that was what he was
And
saying.
then we were
Yeah.
hoping that the bathrooms didn't have to be in the middle of the food.
Yes, and that was also brought up
Yes.
too. Different location for the bathroom in the
Maybe the bathroom should be closer to the railroad tracks.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think so too.
Yeah.
Just in the back corner.
Okay, good, so yeah, so if Ashton can make sure that before, next time he goes, he's talking
Who
about.
was possibly going to replace him?
Dorothea's gonna go, and maybe John on the next one. But after the next one after that, the one in April, if he could make it and talk about those more specific things, and we're gonna have to think it out a little bit more, that'd be great.
Do I just want Norman to get a hold of you, PK?
Yeah, that's fine, she's just gonna, I'm at the same email address she was using before. Okay. Public art. I was hoping Ashton would be here when you talk about it, but it's fine. I think we gotta keep on going. The mural.
Yep.
You talked to the owner of.
So the owners of the Sheridan Pharmacy are Rita and Bob Burr.
Yeah.
They owned at one time they had both pharmacies.
Okay.
And so I talked to him and he said talk to his wife. So I talked to his wife and she doesn't want to redo that mural. She wants a whole new mural.
Yeah.
And she's in agreement with it being a wood on wood.
Okay.
And she would kind of like something I just talked to her about this yesterday, so it was too early to get her to come tonight.
That's fine.
But she wanted sort of an idea of like welcome to something modern, something new.
That's what
Like,
I recall
welcome to
from
Sheridan.
like 3 or 4 years ago.
And so they're game. I don't know if they're game to pay for it, but at least they're game to do it. So then I thought we could start to get the data, like we have a bunch of different mural people and
Maybe it's an ideal spot for like the one Willamina has.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's kind of
So,
what, yes. So that would be something that, that could be a whole thing of, if she, we could have a contest and if she had the general outline of what you want to do, involve the community, what would you suggest? Different artists, schools, the whole.
Here's the problem.
Okay.
That's very hard to, like,
Okay,
I'm
well,
all
scratch
about-
that idea.
I'm all about, personally, I'm all about making it super simple, which is find somebody that wants to do it. She wants
She
the
wants
mural,
it done.
if she
Yeah.
wants the mural, and she has some sort of an idea, like just farm it out to whoever wants to make a proposal, like use the online system. I was chatting with a guy who does murals for a living not that long ago. Unfortunately, it was down in Austin, but like he travels around. These guys are so good, They do.
On panels.
They can do on panels. He was a spray painter, and it's like unbelievable detail. Like it's a thing on YouTube now. So now it became sort of big. So there's a whole bunch of people do it. Spray paint could be an option, even if it's on wood panels.
She wants panels, and she wants to
Yeah.
make Shannon is okay with covering that up.
Yeah,
That's all.
I'm just
That's
saying,
all.
like,
That's
there's a lot
her.
of people.
I
out
think
there that-
Shannon
I'm
would
always
be
thinking. I'm always thinking of involving the community. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and that's like ideal, but I know that it's complicated
It's
enough.
been very hard to do. So like possibly involving the community enough is just what the business owner would like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It'd be
Yeah.
nice to get a local artist too, but last time that took 18 months or whatever it
Quick
was.
review on what we just talked about. So
So-
John talked to the owners of the
Have a seat.
pharmacy,
Yeah.
and they said they do not want to redo the mural. They want a new
Yes.
one. They want, and they're willing to do it on a panel, and they like the concept of something like Welcome to Sheridan.
Sweet.
So we were talking about the simplest way to make that happen would be doing a call for artists
Yep.
on one of these sites. And then in terms of the funding for it, I had a thought. I'd seen, First Federal does grants, community grants. So I started looking at the application today, and they do it from 1,000 to 5,000, and I don't know if that 5,000 is going to cut it, but it might get us closer to it. And they are certain things that they're requiring: brief summary of the mission, board of directors. We need financial statements from the last 12 months, current year budget. We have a budget. Letter. We do have a budget. Yeah. Letter covering the following goals the organization hopes to achieve this grant, number of individuals and benefit, impact on the project on Yamhill County, funds received or committed so far, explanation of what will happen if you're not able to get full funding, fundraising plans for ongoing support of this project. So what they're focusing on is community impact, something that helps, I don't know what to say,
Food Bank has done
that
it.
kind of thing.
The
Yeah.
Thursday Good Lunch program got
Yes,
from.
they do that, but they also do things that will benefit the community wide. And hopefully this would be something. And then I was thinking that if we focused on also art specific grants, maybe we do 5,000 here, maybe we get 5,000 from someone else. I have no idea if maybe 5,000, maybe 10,000. I don't know. The train was quoted at 10,000.
Well, that was the whole length of the.
That was pretty big. Yeah, and I don't know, are the panels on wood cheaper than directly on the brick?
I have no idea.
I'd
So
probably just put it
ideally,
on-
Probably should be, except for the attaching. Then you
yeah,
gotta figure out
I'm
how to attach
also
it. But
super
great job talking to them.
interested in the idea of reaching out to all the artists that did the one in Mac
Yeah.
on that, and that might be a really good first place to reach out to.
Which
Yeah.
Mac,
Yeah.
you know.
The McMinnville
Yeah.
mural walkway. They had
I'm-
a little alleyway. They painted a bunch.
Yeah. It's cool.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
great.
so this is due March 31st. They do have other ones. I have,
It's every quarter or something.
yeah, so there's have another one in June. I don't know that if we should try to be insane and get it done. I have such an insane few weeks ahead of me. I know you guys
Yeah,
do
I-
always. But I think it would be really cool if we could try to get one relatively soon. Maybe we just try to do the one in June, but June is also insane because will have the, yeah.
Maybe I could get her to give a general outline and some of her ideas, and then you could go to these artists. Could be as simple as that.
Yeah, I guess we would need an estimate, an idea of how much it would cost first.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that first, if you guys
I
can,
think we should do that. Just
Okay.
like. just
GPT
say-
can write a heck of a
Yeah.
grant application.
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
Got it.
Okay.
So can you submit it? We'll write it. How do you?
this,
Yeah.
yes, yeah, it's
We'll
online.
get together. We'll do it. So
Yeah.
I guess that's a target.
Is that AI?
No,
Yeah.
I mean,
I have
I'm
a
not
really
worried.
good friend.
Oh, yeah.
with
I'm
three
not,
letters.
I'm not, the main thing is like the specifics of like, we just need to get the financials together and we just need to, it doesn't say have multiple quotes, yeah.
Yeah.
We just wanna make sure, yeah, we might have to do a separate meeting on that, but I think, okay, great, fine.
Approved.
But I think that would be a good way, just if, instead of waiting for her to come to another meeting, unless we want to do a Zoom meeting with her, which we probably don't want to, she just sort of drew something on when we were at the Willamina Chamber
Yeah.
and said, Sheridan, welcome to Sheridan, and she mentioned just like that, and
Yeah.
that would be right there in town. Unfortunately, that building's facing the wrong way,
Yeah.
It's the opposite way.
but it would,
Okay.
but it would be, yeah, so their game, so that's,
Great. That would be
that's
lovely.
good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
honestly, the size determines the price. So if we can set a price and be like, hey, we've got this budget, it kind of like decides what the size ends up being.
That's
If you have a
true.
really big wall, it's a really big wall.
it's a really big
But-
wall.
And if we're just paneling on top of it,
If we went, but wouldn't we have to go to the original size to cover what's there?
well, we'd have to
Because-
at least that.
Yes,
But it
because-
could be bigger.
Yeah, because you don't, they were gonna paint the whole building and that you don't paint brick, so.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Benny Hughes was painted, I think, right? Is that brick, is Benny Hughes brick underneath?
Yes.
Block.
Okay. So,
Okay, good, great.
I think
So,
that's last.
Okay, Ashton,
Thank you, Ashton, for volunteering.
yeah, there you go. Good
Amazing.
stuff.
I'm
Oh, we
glad-
volunteered you for something else too.
Oh, great.
You are gonna talk, so remember on the 21st?
Yes.
You're gonna talk. We're gonna
Here.
get there at 7:45.
That's really early.
Yes.
Where are we getting?
Here.
Here? That's not too far away?
Yeah. I will go the night before and get the goodies and stuff from
Okay.
Mac. They're providing the coffee and the tea and the water, so I'll get the goodies and stuff, and I have to get 2 gifts
And
as
that's
well.
a Friday.
That's a Friday morning.
could you paint a sign for us too?
And you will be doing a 15-minute talk at the end,
Okay.
talking about
Not more than 15
revitalization,
minutes,
the
please.
projects we've done, the kind that we could do so much more if we had more volunteers. We also are going to we're going to print out more applications because we'll have like a week or a half before the deadline of the thingy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we can promote that. And then we have the check here. Check. We need to sign and make sure that could get deposited.
Is this to us or to someone else?
That's to us.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
this is the bill so we need to write a check for them, to the chamber.
so
We
we
can
should
just
do that
give it to
today.
them. We could bring it
Do
to
you have
them.
the stuff?
I have the checkbook. I went to
Did anyone
soccer
go to the chamber
practice
thing
with the
tomorrow?
checkbook.
Oh, he's a
Is someone
star.
going to the chamber thing tomorrow? Here?
What?
Are you going to the chamber thing tomorrow?
No.
It is. Oh, it's
there.
over at the
Are you
Mercantile.
going?
I'm afraid not.
Are you going?
No.
How long is it?
And you're not going.
Why haven't you looked at me yet?
What?
I might go.
You might go?
It's at 8 o'clock.
It's yummy food.
It's not
Yeah.
7:45.
It's yummy food, and then you could just give them the check.
Who's this? Oh, for
It's
them?
8 o'clock
Yeah.
at the Mercantile, and they're doing breakfast. You get free breakfast.
I mean, we could also drop it off at Mercantile anytime. I mean,
Just slide
Ashton
it.
leaves his house.
They have a drop box.
At least twice a week.
Yep.
I
Tuesday,
don't really
Thursday.
ever.
Soccer.
Soccer and soccer.
Yeah. Okay.
35.
Let's just say that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Good. And then.
Is anyone else going to be here on the 21st?
Yes, we all are.
Great.
Theoretically.
We all are going to be there at 7:45.
AM.
Yes, a.m. Okay, and then there was another money thing. Oh, Ashton, I got a $100 grant from Solve
Okay.
for pickers. So can you deposit the 500
Yes.
and then reimburse yourself order the pickers,
$100 worth of pickers.
$600 worth of pickers. That grant, $500 is for pickers from the
Okay.
city. $100 I got is also for pickers.
Okay.
If you can order $600 and then reimburse yourself $600.
I feel like we now need a picker container.
Oh wait, no, sorry. Reimburse yourself.
100.
Yes, you can. You can reimburse yourself $600. Yes, you're right. We need another picker. You know, like a trash can.
Yeah,
a
something
circle
that's
trash
bigger
can.
at the bottom so that it doesn't.
Kill them.
Kill them.
Yeah.
Do you want to order one?
Yeah. Do
I'll
it.
figure it
Like
out.
yeah,
Okay.
those things. But
Yeah. So
but
you have
hold on.
$600.
Can I?
Yes. Go ahead.
There's a note which is that you were going to talk to the city first about vests before he goes and buys them.
Oh.
We just need to know: do we also need to buy vests from this budget?
Okay.
So
I mean, okay. Fine.
Just is the bullet? It's a list. It's a bullet point for me.
I'll put a bullet point right now.
Yeah. Okay, so we just need to coordinate on that.
But it is $600 that we're going to spend towards pickers and
Yes.
or vests.
Yes. So the
And
$100, the $100 will come as a reimbursement from Solve. So I just need to show the receipt of that, so I can send that to Solve, and they will send us a check. But that check will go towards the organization. So you just write yourself a check, or rewrite your check
Okay.
for however the 600.
Great.
Yeah. And then of course the cleanup is April 26th. We just need to get that all done before April 26th.
Great.
And I think that was the only financials that I had. Has anyone, meaning Ashton, checked the PO box in a while?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, you only second time you left his house all month. You know?
That's not true.
It's almost.
That's not totally true.
I
Pretty
see
close.
your Instagram showing you traveling.
That's true. I do go one place, but I was young.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
The
Got to
other
make a
things-
living, so you know.
The other things,
Nothing wrong with that.
Ashton, is that the three applications we've gotten so far is one for the food bank, which they're gonna do
Oh,
power
great.
washing and some other things like that.
I saw the other two.
Okay, so we figured out this one is the sport place.
Yeah. The
And-
exercise.
Yeah, so I'm going to email them because this isn't very clear as to what they're going to use the grant for.
Sure.
And we want to make sure that whatever they are doing can be done by October.
Right.
And then this one, we just clarified that we were okay with the idea of it being like the parking lot and all of
Yeah.
that because it's in downtown area.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So
It's
I think
it's a hot spot.
it's a hot spot. So I love the idea of getting that building done. That would be fantastic. That is definitely in the downtown core. It's a big project,
You know what?
the mural
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I do think, can you put down, I need to email Shannon Ray and make sure she's okay with it.
Yeah.
I don't think she would have a problem with it. She didn't seem to be
No.
communicating in any way that she had a problem with it when we were
Rita
talking.
had
she was here.
attention on that. That's all.
Huh?
The owner.
Yeah,
had
oh,
attention
totally.
on
That's great. But it would be really great if we got 100% her sign off and she had some like thoughts on an artist or whatever, whatnot. So just to make sure, because I'm sure that the Bulletin would do an article on it. We want to say that we make sure that we've
Yeah.
included her.
Because we're gonna do the whole. Are we doing 3 design or a design and sending out to the community?
It's not up to us. It's up to their.
We're gonna try to make it.
Well,
very
you know
simple
what?
on us.
It's
I mean, if it's a-
interesting. If it's our money, then we probably have more of a say.
Yeah. So
in
we
it.
can definitely ask. I mean, depends on yeah.
Did they have any interest in contributing financially to it? Like
I didn't
maybe
ask.
maybe they could prep the building, like whatever prep work they responsible for the prep work.
I'm pretty sure that's up to the artist though. Like whatever the artist
Yeah.
wants.
the prep.
Yeah,
But I could,
like how the artist is.
Like
gonna do it.
maybe you could,
she just had, this is, I just
yeah.
told you
Could you find
what
out
she
if they're willing
wanted.
to put anything towards it? That would
Okay.
be great.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah. Good. So are we agreed that that is the next focus for our?
Mhm.
Great.
Yes, let's do
So
that.
which means we're tabling they did not want to have anything drilled into their.
Well, I'm gonna ask,
wall.
I'm gonna
So they
ask,
nixed
I'm
the
gonna
sign
ask these
idea.
people, because they're the actual
yeah.
owners.
Who?
I'll ask them about the fingers.
Didn't know that, they said they were interested in it.
Oh,
Because
you're gonna ask them?
I'll
wait,
ask,
the same building that we're putting the mural
yeah,
on?
I'll ask them.
Yeah, but I don't know that do we want to do the same one? I guess it wouldn't matter. They wouldn't be near each other. You want to
What?
ask them? Didn't you already
They'll
ask?
be
You
on the
asked
same
the
wall.
manager,
I-
not the owners.
Right, it's, yeah, I'll ask,
Okay.
I'll ask them.
Okay, good, great. Okay, because if they weren't conflicting, then great.
Because literally what they just said is they want panels drilled into their walls.
That is true.
Yeah, into that same wall that the fingers are gonna be
Yeah,
on.
that is true. Okay,
It'd be a double whammy.
great.
On the same building would be good.
Okay, anything that we need to go over with?
Our time is running out.
Yeah.
No,
let's roll.
is that for the pharmacy, about the panels want to go on the pharmacy, right?
Yeah.
Right,
But
and the
they
fingers
didn't
are on
want-
the,
But we're gonna check because maybe that was a miscommunication.
Okay.
We'll find out.
But the other one across the street where, the green building is, didn't want anything drilled into their walls like what I had put on my building, correct?
no,
No, reverse.
It was
reverse, the
pharmacy.
pharmacy from, but I think,
It
let
was
me
the
just
wrong
talk
person.
to the owner.
Yeah. It was the man.
Because I don't know,
Is
I
there
don't know
anything
where
else we need to
that,
talk to Ashton about? Anything that we said, circle back to Ashton.
No, 15-minute thing for that. At some point, we need to reach out to Brad from the lumberyard.
Oh, chamber for bulletin ad, chamber. We need to write another
Oh, I'm sorry, yes, it was on. there.
104. We need to write another check to the chamber for 104 for the bulletin board ad.
Separate check.
Separate check. And just say that, because one is for membership and one is for the bulletin ad,
Membership was $34.
35. So 104 to the chamber for bulletin ad,
104 even.
yes.
Okay.
And then so whoever's going tomorrow, Ashton, you could give that to them too.
Okay. Okay.
Great, anything else?
No.
Great,
City council.
city council, city update?
Look at this, I tried to come prepared. A little bit. It was
Notes?
a short meeting, yeah, I even wrote a little note, because I've just been getting that crazy lately. We're getting ready to hire an interim city manager, probably gonna happen sooner than later.
And with, you guys had applications and picked
Yes,
one?
we had 4 interviews.
Oh, great.
And so, and then they're going to, it's phase 1. And then also, personally, it was very nice, the lady who now owns the Hyder building, they got possession of it.
Whoa, back up. What?
Okay, see, that was pretty good though.
Yeah, there you go.
So I
Surprise.
wanted to make you smile.
she was holding out on us.
And not only, well, I've just collected
It's
this information. from-
foreclosed and then sold?
I believe, well, what happens is, they bought the building, then they wanted to borrow money, so they had to sign off, so this guy could be in first place.
Wait,
Then they wanted,
Keep going.
this is the Hyder building when they bought it, when
Yeah.
Michael, what's his
Yes,
name?
yes.
And he bought it from
Yeah.
her. She's the lender.
Yeah.
Well, he wanted to borrow some more money from you, so in order to do that, Kay would have to agree to be in second position, so you could be in first, but then he borrowed some more, and everybody agreed to make, Ashton in first position, and then he went belly up, so these two guys, when they sold the building, these two guys were hanging on, and the buyer wasn't gonna pay these two guys off, so they took it back, and the lender that lent in first position is the person I talked to.
And that
So
person now
this
owns
is the
the
new,
building.
this is the new, what we would call the owner or the seller.
Okay.
And she called me because I've been, thank you
Wait,
again.
I'm confused.
So
But the
She's-
bank didn't foreclose?
It's a lender. I don't know if it's a bank, it's not
A
everybody.
lender.
Yeah, not all money
Is
comes
this
from
a lender?
This is
Yes.
a
all
lender.
three of them
Oh.
are lenders of some sort.
Of some sort,
Oh.
whether it's what we used to call loan sharks or hard money. I don't know what it was, but whatever it is, this person here this lender is now in first position.
Okay,
This lender here, and thank you again, because I kept turning those guys in for vandalizing my building. So when they found out and they contacted the city, they said, well, Lucy's had the police down there 3 or 4 times, and that's why she called me.
Okay.
And tomorrow, her contractor's coming to Sheridan and we're gonna meet together, and we're gonna go over some stuff, and while I'm there, I'm gonna hopefully massage the conversation in, for what the plans are.
Okay,
What
so-
can I
so-
do to help them
so
sell that
they-
building?
Okay, because the lender is not, they're not a developer, they're a lender, which means they are gonna ultimately,
That one's
sell it.
That's right.
okay,
And I will call her, but I'm gonna meet with him first, because I don't wanna get
who's him?
the contractor that's coming down
Oh.
tomorrow.
That's so weird that, was it last money in is first position?
Maybe it was.
Well,
most
whoever
likely.
gets the money, whenever you're gonna borrow money, you want everybody else to be in the back, so that if something
Of
goes
course,
wrong, you get the
But
money.
usually it's first money in, usually it's, a lot of times we do that first money, doesn't let themselves get bumped to the back of the line.
Well, that's because, who knows, and I didn't represent him, so that's why buyer, be careful.
Yeah,
And, alls I know
So
is,
you're
she's
going-
very nice, she's a
Okay.
woman, she represents the company.
Mhm.
She's very nice, and her contractor's coming down because they've heard rumors that there's been a lot of vandalism, and I'm gonna show him where they're coming in and how they're getting in, so thank you again. And, because hopefully, it might look a little worse with this, when you see boards, but at least, somebody's been breaking in through the alley and going in that little
So
apartment.
they wanna protect their investment.
And they wanna be able to find out what they've done to my building that has hurt my building while their property was in limbo land.
Okay, so do you know if the foreclosure process is done and that once they get it ready to list again, it's
Well, when I talk to
available
this guy tomorrow, I'm gonna have a
Okay.
conversation.
Okay.
Cause she had him call me so that we could talk.
Okay, cool,
That was a
great.
very exciting side tangent.
Yes,
You're welcome.
thank you.
You came in at the good time.
Yeah.
At the
Exciting.
end.
And then you let me.
Free
know.
cookie.
Oh, definitely, I have good, I have.
I might not be able to take the call, but I can do a text.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. I have classes to run.
So I want to write these down because I just met with him, I just talked with him
Yes,
today.
Coffee?
And
Want some?
yes, because the thing.
Ashton.
is,
That's soccer.
then
Just
I'll
one
call
squeeze
her
from
back.
your face.
And I don't know if she has it listed, I don't know really, 'cause I haven't seen it.
One good long
That's
squeeze.
what something
That-
else was
there you
going
go,
on,
that's good,
so
that's
I've
good.
never seen
That's
it
good.
listed
That's
in
good.
our
I'm
office.
Give him a double
But
shot.
I'm gonna quiz it, but not until after.
But now you need shit lots of
I need lots of sugar.
It'll
Did
be
you
a
get
good
cookie?
excuse to call her.
This one?
Just crumble it.
This one right
in.
here? Thank you.
No, it's been very limited
Oh, what
and
about the logo contest? Did that?
they extended it
Do
because.
you like this crap?
Some of
French
this-
crap?
Because of some of the submissions, I mean,
Dairy-free
they were
because it's
interesting, but they're, we need
Huh?
more
What do you mean it's
people
dairy? Yeah,
to
dairy.
It's non-GMO.
submit.
It says
There
non-dairy right
wasn't
on
just
it.
one that fit the mold.
Really?
Sweet, no, it's
So,
non-dairy.
yeah.
It's a
I
literally
mean, I
says
could probably
right
take a
there.
little bit if it was me, and I'm not in that anymore.
Non-dairy
But I
creamer,
take a little
right on
bit
the front.
of this one, that one,
What
and
the,
maybe-
so the one that was
Your son would
recommended
drink it.
that we liked the
They
best.
didn't really
It's from
recommend
soy.
when they extended the
Okay.
submission date for.
It said it in
Then
seven
what do you
places.
mean, what do you mean, like the top one that the group,
Huh?
our
It was not
committee-
really a top one, it was like a top three.
Right
Yeah,
here,
top
non-dairy
three.
creamer.
They got three, they,
They
that
had
was
10, they only picked
three.
three.
But wasn't it also needed
But
color?
didn't
They
we
wanted
rate?
more
And
color.
zero.
Done making that work.
Yeah.
Not really, well, kind of, but not really, what was really rated was let's get some more people to
Well, it doesn't mean it's not sweet.
submit an idea.
TK, I gotta go.
Okay,
But we'll talk,
great.
and I'll do
Anything
that
else?
next week.
I'm gonna
We'll
Anything else
get
we-
to
Great,
get
perfect,
those,
good.
get the applications
I
out.
can get those printed out whenever you can tell me that you're gonna be there, I'll get it. Okay, good.
Let's
Anything
just
else?
do it over, let's do it over the weekend.
I'm not available over the weekend. I'm gone all day Saturday, and I don't go in the building on Sunday.
Okay.
I might be able to go in the building on Sunday.
Be in touch.
Yeah.
be in touch.
Okay.
I wish I had more restraint. I
Any-
unfortunately will.
The problem is if you live where you work, it's a problem. So I have to kind of be like, I'm not walking into nothing today.
Yeah.
I work enough on my laptop. I don't physically need to go to my office. Okay. Anything else? Oh, we want to promote more that we're doing the
Food court?
yard. It's getting pretty.
Oh, yard of the month.
Yard of the month.
Yard of the month.
Yard of the month. Should we take an ad out in the paper like we did before? I think we were talking about that. An ad in the paper? Because I think it'd be good to promote that while. Do we want to take an ad in the paper for the application for the business grant? We do. We should. We really should do that.
Last week's
Yeah, okay.
Application for
Shoot.
what?
Do you
Do
want-
a double
You wanna
app.
put together an
Double
ad?
Exactly.
You wanna put together a little ad?
Yeah.
They will, no, I don't know,
Mm.
maybe.
Do we really, I mean, I don't know, no,
We should do an ad
for this, for what?
For the app,
for
to
the
get more
application, the
applications,
grants.
or
We want that many? Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of disappointed people.
Well, it's also a lot of people that can be added to our list for next time.
yeah, we're gonna have it again next time.
Yeah. We have it twice a year, meaning great.
point
You
is to
did
get
it
the
now,
best
great,
stuff
we'll reapply, or, yeah, I don't know, maybe we'll just say, let us know if you wanna reapply.
Yard of the month.
Okay,
Yard of the month,
which
yeah.
one do we wanna do, both? Okay, can you add a thing to?
I vote for yard of the month.
Not the grant one?
Yeah.
Really?
I feel like there's only certain people that need to know. And people who own property or have businesses down Main Street, we just need to go
There's
to
not
more
that
business
many.
owners.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might start asking them, can't we do this instead? You know, that spring is sprung, and I think maybe if you have somebody who's got a nice looking yard, because some people aren't gonna say, hey, come and look at my yard.
Yeah,
But
Okay.
Kay might call up and say, hey, come over and look at Kiki's yard.
yeah.
I have a really pretty yard.
I don't.
Actually, I
Do I?
don't already.
You haven't shared
No,
it.
There's nothing.
It will.
It
Yeah.
will.
Eventually.
Spring,
It
in
will.
the actual spring.
Really nice. The roof just got fixed, so there's lots of stuff around.
Mm.
And my gnomes got broken
Oh,
in the
Garden
wind,
gnomes?
From the mud?
from the windstorm.
You're kidding me.
They got blew
huh?
over. I have a collection of gnomes.
Okay, what else can we need? We have all the targets?
I'm rolling.
Yes,
Yeah, dude,
I think
nice.
we're
I have
good.
them all.
Crush. I
And
need, who's signing these checks? TK, are you on the checks?
I'm on the, I got added.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are you on the checks?
No, you never had me.
You should get on the checks.
Okay, have me sign checks.
Yeah, I think we have to just, let's end first.
End,
we ended.
officially ended.
okay.
That way we don't have to